Ooh la la.
Good afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you a safe travels to your crypto destination. For those of you traveling with mice, please securely position your cursor over the like button below and right-click with your favorite finger. For those with touchscreen devices, we ask that you gently press the
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no.
You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, but what doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
I just realized that I don't think you guys can hear me.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts.
Let me do a quick mic check here.
Past the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart.
Well, guys, I'll switch things up just a little bit. Sorry about that.
Don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Have to check my mic levels here.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad.
Yo, Vid's in the house. Got myself in the house. Me, myself, and I. I think we got our sound issues kind of halfway straightened out here. Are you ready to charge? How's everybody doing today? This market be crazy, y'all. And for some reason, I just can't hear myself here. Let's go ahead and see if this transition works smoothly. Let's go check out the chart. And dang it. And now what? There we go. All right. Starting to iron out the quirks here. It's starting to get a little smoother. Starting to figure this thing out just a little bit. One more mic check here and then we can get going. All right, we are good to go. Vid, myself, and I. Looking here at the 1 hour on Bitcoin. Where am I? USDC chart? Oh well, it works. Zoom out to the daily. We in this big megaphone. At this level right here, we gotta get above it. Gotta. Daily says we're gonna give that a shot. I ain't afraid. I'll jump out there. So, hold on. Bitcoin getting ready to do something. Coming to the 4 hour. When is it getting ready to do something? Ichimoku Cloud says it's getting soon. Zooming in here in just a little bit on the 4 hour. Paying attention to these moving averages. Highly above that 9. we're on the highway, baby. We're going the speed limit. We may be going a little bit faster. So things are looking good right there. Now, we're kind of in a rising channel, but also, if you can see these red lines here, we're also in a range. So I'm looking at this two ways here. One, we get rejected up here, and we play the range game, and it may be a good opportunity for a short. And we can pull the Jason Casper style. And then at some point, prices drop down somewhere mid-range or to the bottom of the range. That's one scenario. It's a likely scenario. This looks like a very good range. This wick over here, this wick here, that you can see how they wicked us out top to bottom right there. Same thing here, just on the longer time frame. I mean, that can happen. We'll have to go back to our bigger time frames to kind of just iron out this theory here. But then our other option is that we continue bullish and we break out to the upside, and then it is on. Good time to be in a long when that happens, because we made it. And we would come up to some point we can probably figure out with Fibonacci's and some odd trend lines and whatnot. But then it's got to come back to this area, and it's got to put a footprint on it. Make sure it's solid. Say, hey, plant its flag here. I have conquered 31.5 and flipped it as support, and then we're in a whole new range. And that would be one of the last times to get Bitcoin at these juicy prices for a while. So those are the two scenarios overall I'm looking at. And the latter one that we just talked about looks like it could play out. So it's a great area up here to keep it short in mind, but since we're above the 200 moving average and above that 9 on the daily, I've got to see a lot more confirmation before I jump out there on that. One could say that we're in a symmetrical triangle, basically. And there is volume for that to be true for a breakout. Now, taking the pattern of a symmetrical triangle, it does have a very, very good chance to come back and retest the breakout area, 30,500. Just throwing that out there in the cards. And that's also a good area here to get rejected. So I guess that's possibly another short opportunity, just a more smaller time frame one than the other one we were looking at. As this would be your take profit area, and then the possibility to come down lower. So there's two signs there saying, hey, we could continue to get rejected. Just calling it out like I see. Bitcoin dominance looking toppy. We do need to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Last I looked at it, yeah, it looked like it was coming down and going to treat our alts really nice. Zoom down to a 4 hour here, and there we go. There's a lot of space between our 9 moving average, which we're still on top of. It's still a good sign. But we got a lot of space between it and our other moving averages. This 200 down here. What I'm paying attention here, what I'm paying attention to here, is really looking for divergences. So right now, and this candle's not closed, so we still got to keep an eye on it. But I've got basically rising price, and we're falling on our momentum waves, on our stochastics, on our RSI. On our histogram falling, not so much on the overall moving the divergence indicator there. So getting a little bit of bearish divergence there. So I am actually kind of looking for us to possibly get rejected up here about 31.4. But I got to tell you, there are some signs saying, you know, it's still very bullish. And there's some signs here that we're flirting with that idea on the smaller time frames, but there's not that bearish divergence right here. So I'm keeping my eye on there. We're in a very interesting situation. So right here at resistance, and there's a shot. When we come to these bigger time frames with the daily looks ready to rock. Considering that, considering the 5-day looks pretty awesome. Considering the weekly looks pretty darn good. I'm leaning really more to the chance that we might break through that. So kind of all eyes on Bitcoin there. Bitcoin dominance took a nosedive there. Let's go to the daily, make a little bit more sense of it there. Catching a little bit of a bounce here, just right at this 21 moving average area. It looks like it may have found support there. Not good for altcoins if that happens. And there's some signs here bottoming out stochastics. VWAP coming to the upside. You may be getting ready to turn around, baby. You are turning around on the 6 hour, 4 hour. Flip down, found support on the 100. So we got to take a closer look at these moving averages. They got a good chance to come right back up, I think. May get a hiccup right here. Have to bounce sideways for a little bit, but it looks like... Oh, crap. Let's go to total 3. Yeah, total 3's feeling it too. Look at that. Started putting us to a halt there on altcoins. Still good overall on the 4 hour. Let's zoom out just a little bit. A little bit room left on the daily. 5-day looks good. Weekly's ready to rock. Okay. All right. Don't mean to confuse you, but I don't think we checked the weekly here on Bitcoin dominance. Still a little top heavy, but it's still in good shape. There is bearish divergence on that. Little toppy on the 5, and the 3 is exhausted. So looks like we got a little rally in Bitcoin dominance at the moment. More money going into Bitcoin and out of alts. Probably a lot of people taking some profit out of alts. Can't blame them since we had a nice little rise up there. Been down at the bottom, especially if they were just getting into them. And coming up to a notable resistance area. So a lot of front running looks like. But technically it looks like we just got a little setback in alts and we will get our little comeback. We just got to give it a few days. What do I think of ETC? As a project? Or as one to go with on this bull run? I'm a little old school, so I remember them back in the day, and seen all the stuff that happened there, and how they branched off and became Ethereum. Proof of work, still valid. I don't think there's anything actually going on with it, and I was more bullish about it when I heard about Charles Hoskinson being in the background. Maybe them and Ada will team up, something like that. But apparently he's not really involved with it at all. So it's just kind of a ghost chain. There's nothing really going on with it. Now, whether there could be or not, I don't know. I think it had a DDoS attack or something. Something happened, a 51% attack or something. Back in the day, and it kind of compromised it, and they wanted to go to proof of stake. as far as the charts go, I mean, I've got a little bag. Because powers that be still have, I mean, this was the original Ethereum. All the Ethereum whales, the bin whales, they probably got some nice bags of this too. And for some reason, I don't know. It's a limited supply. I like that. It's got some good points to it. And I don't know if they could revive it or not as a project or whatever. I just know that number go up, and I expect it to go up at least around 70 something, and that's when I'm going to get out. We look at this, because last time it was hanging around, I don't know what, $8, 6 to 8. I remember, yeah, right around here. And I thought nothing of it. I think I had some that I maybe sent somebody, and I had some extra or something like that. Wasn't really looking into it, but that guy took off crazy. It took off to 70, 45. Did it really get his? I don't even. I guess I quit following it. It got up to $180. I do distinctly remember it being around 70. And I think that's where I took most of my profit. Just from what I had, that was just extra. But I was thinking, darn. Not going to let that happen again. So when it started getting around $16, I started dipping back into it, and it's just, you know, it's not a huge bag. That trend line is valid, and there's a retest on it, so that was good. And it looks like it is just going up from here, approaching up to about $22, $23 is what we can see out of it as it comes up to retest these trend lines here, the 50 and the 200. Now, right now, the 50 is over the 200, and it's just hovering right above it. So there's a little bit of a curving there. So it will probably get up here and get stuck about $22 for a little while, or above it, hopefully above it. And then eventually, we can come to a smaller time frame. Well, they're looking at these here, though. And to me, that's going to be an area it's got to seriously deal with. But it's got to, I mean, it can turn it around. The 50 will just bounce off of that, and then, you know, we still got our bullish or golden cross. It doesn't look like, if we zoom in, like it's trying, you know, it is trying to. It's trying to cross it. That angle just dropped right there. So there's been a lot of sell pressure right here this past week. I guess when it was up to 23 before. Let's come down to the daily. And so good rally, good sell off, people taking profits. And now we're here on the daily and we're above the 200. 9's getting ready to cross it. That's a good sign. I think we're good. So this, you can probably consider this a bear flag. And that'll make more sense in the smaller time frames here. So we're starting that little curve to the upside. So we're starting to round. That's a good sign. Starting to do the little step thing. Step thing. Do a little step thing. It's going to do the step thing, y'all. Then this little baby is going to target this $25 area, 26 and 28. Then it may settle down for a little bit and then head on into his 30s. So this is a little hiccup area right here, this trend line, and it's been holding. So that's probably why a lot of sellers in that area. Where's that? What's that little thing? I I'd keep taking it off of here. So the whole reason I got the Pro was so I could get this one indicator that they offered. Fixed range volume profile. No, not fixed. Visible range. That one. The hell is that? Oh, we got to doctor this little dude up. Okay, come here. We got 24. Let's put a 0 there. I'm not going to mess with that. That was too many. 200. So this one is kind of cool, but it just considers whatever's on your screen, however far back. So it kind of changes just depending on where you look at it. So if you see somebody use it and point out something, I mean, it's kind of relative in a way. It's variable. So using the fixed one's kind of cool too, but you gotta determine what section you want to use. But yeah, there's just it's a hard range for it to get past right here. But it looks like it wants to try. Bring the chat to us. It's getting kind of funky. Quick trade. The old coin's pumping maybe next. I like the old coins pumping. Thinking tomorrow night or tomorrow the pullback and Wednesday we can run. Maybe. My Pip 2.0 still going. Hey, cool deal. We need to take a look at Peppy. Glad to have you guys here. Thanks for joining me on this day.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I think ETC looks good overall. It's just kind of in a rising channel. And there's a chance, to come down to the bottom of the channel about 1942, but it's going to continue in this channel and until it doesn't. Started, had a touch there, has another, it can get that, it can come up here another again, 3 touches here and come down here and then fail. Yeah, you usually see a couple of touches before these totally just go out on you. So I like it. And I want to sell half my bag at 70 something. I think 74. And then hang on to the rest of it till it maybe it goes back to 148, 150. Crypto be crazy, y'all. In that bull market? Oh. $2017 was wild. I don't know if we'll ever see an altcoin market like that, because now we're flooded with altcoins. There's a whole lot more, but the ones that we had then, oh, they ran. They ran hard. And that's when XRP came to fame. Boy, going from like, gosh, I don't know, rug bottom. I remember that stuff being dirt cheap. Like 3 cents to $3.20. Easy to see how it become a favorite for a lot of people. And I'd say there's probably a lot of bag holders from all that too. Rode it all the way up, and a lot of people bought high. A lot of people got caught up in it. Maybe that's why they get militant. They're defending their bags, man. Ethereum still hanging out sub 2,000 in the mid 19s. That's kind of cool. I'm good with that. I've been able to amass some more Ethereum, so good. This is really the first cycle I've messed with it. I mean, seriously. But it's she's pretty much established herself. Ethereum is the she. We've already discussed that. We got a King Bitcoin, and then we have Queen Ethereum. She has tons of kids. We went through the logic before. Although Bitcoin's been stepping out with stacks or ordinals or somebody, so. Oh yeah, that's one thing I was going to talk about tonight too. Over here on AGIX. And ooh, bright light. Magic Eden. What I'm showing you here is the Bitcoin ecosystem that is forming. NFTs, ordinals, and all that stuff over here. I've got these guys. And I don't know. Am I in profit on any of them? I think maybe one I am. But I wasn't paying attention to this, but the inscription numbers, Charting Crypto's talking about getting them under 1 million as, I guess, adding value or something to it. I still have not sorted through all the details about how all this stuff works and what's of value or not. But I figured if I'm going to Jones out on an NFT, this would be a good one. Bayuga Labs, well, not Bayuga Labs, but the Bored Ape Yacht Club members, I guess they have rights to their those images of the apes that they have. So I don't know. I guess from what I understand, somehow they come together to do these. Kind of like licensed. I don't know if it's a license out, but I guess ultimate ownership of the image still actually belongs to them. I don't know, man. I just, it's my lottery ticket, man. I'm just trying to do what the other people did with their Bored Apes and CryptoPunks when they first came out. I was like, hey, let's take a chance on this. It's just starting. I'm trying to get in early. So I figured 4 is enough. Because this stuff gets addicting. Went through that with the Art Punks, my other NFT collection. I don't have Lambos, so you can tell how that worked out. But anyway, we got AGIX over here at the swap and everything, where you can pool stuff, which is kind of cool. Stake. But it's, and I also have the Xverse wallet. Been playing with that some. Trying to get a little bit more active on the Bitcoin ecosystem. So I'm finding it hard to stake my stacks. Seems like there's a cycle that comes around and you got to time. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's like you can't add to your stake. So I've got a bunch sitting there waiting to go back into it. If it says maybe might be the next to pump, you never know. We're talking about ETC. ETC is going to have a good one. It just does. It always does. That and my crypto psychic says it will. She was right last time. There is a let me see if I can find her. I think she's awesome. I think this is really, really cool. God is creative. She does these tarot readings. Now, it used to, and you can go back and see her old videos, she would give these price predictions and things like that with them. And she kind of divines it and stuff. It's just really, I don't know. She's cool. I like her. She's got a good vibe about her. And a lot of that stuff, yeah, a lot of that stuff worked out. There was one, PPT, Populous. That one did not, sadly. but a lot of them, she's uncanny. But I like her. She's from Australia, so she's got that accent, which is hot. AGIX is trying to find some new ground here. Looks like we're testing this resistance area at 0.263 cents to be precise on the KuCoin chart. Right? It says KuCoin, right? And getting ready to get the golden cross on the 4 hour. So this little baby is about ready to do something. Let's just zoom out to the 4 hour, take a look at the bigger pattern that we just broke out of. Falling wedge. Target's at 53, right at 54 cents. Yay team, let's go. Rock and roll, I say. 100% return. Great area. I mean, even you can't always get these bottoms, even though I try my dangest, and I've had a lot of luck this year. I was ready for it. I know what bottoms look like because I've been thrown down to them so many times. I've been a bottom dweller. I decided to be a bottom feeder. And then sometimes that bottom goes more bottomer. And I just dig in deeper. Like I've been saying for months and months, we're so close to the bottom, you can't go much lower. If you can't really mess up your long-term holds and your bags and stuff like that. It's going to be hard to really mess them up right now. And especially since we just came down in same areas we were in back then. There's some good deals on some of these alts. Two schools of thought of whether it's a good time to take it or not, depending on if you're going by Bitcoin dominance or if you're going by, just altcoin and trading by the dollar. Habit says, that looks good. Striker says, I'm pretty good at messing them up. So there is evidence of some whale games going on right now, and I guess we'll see more and more. It's going to be interesting as we get more and more of the big players to come into this. And all the little games that they like to play too, so yay! And you can definitely count on the ones that they're focusing on. And that's a lot of why we're seeing some of these OG coins go up so much. And they, and they would be commodities. They are copies of Bitcoin for the most part, or Ethereum, or ETC. Ethereum, they're the same. ETC was the original. So AGIX poised to go up, and let's take a look at Fetch.AI. This was the buy zone right here around 17, 18, 19 cents. Yeah. I didn't pick up. I should have built a bigger bag. I just kind of held on to mine and added very little. Stupid. Did it again. You can't get them all, man. I'm tried. Then your exchange pulls something on you. Or has to comply to something that makes you have to change things up. It looks good, man. It looks like it's headed up. I want to zoom out to the weekly real quick. Oh, weekly looks good. Indicators look. Pull you back over here, man. Indicators look good, has been for the last couple of weeks there, and yeah. After that little, I think it's a morning star, Doge, bottoming signal, boom. We got a reversal there right at the bottom of the trend line. We're looking golden. At least come back up to the top of this trend line. Let me get these little squigglies off. And, I mean, there's a measured move. Just for that alone, I'd probably come about right here. So, I will guesstimate 50 cents. In the works for Fetch.AI. Just a guesstimation at the moment. Have to put that wherever it breaks out of to be more accurate, but it hit the buy zone. It's going up. Looks are good. Is it too late to get in? Well, see if there's a chance. Do we have a double top situation going on here? There's a little bit of bearish divergence there. There's a chance it could come back down, retest this 200, about 23 cents. So you're saving like a penny, which adds up. I'm not diminishing the value of a penny. Unlike the rest of our government. They find new and exciting ways to diminish the value of that penny. A lot of volume down here, man. So yeah, you know, already bounced off that 9 and that 236 area. That's a sign of strength here. Indicators are low though, man. They're tired, and there is that bearish divergence there right here on the RSI. It's got a good chance. It's got a good to come back up what, a penny. So indicators already take off on this. I'm on the 6 hours. Not my favorite chart. Before I quickly switch to the 4 hour where I thought I was, notice these indicators just boom, and they're just getting ready to blast through that bullish. And on the 4 hour, the 100's getting ready to blast through the 200, bullish. But it does have a lot of it's heavy up here, man. It's having a trouble getting through that. I got a good target right up here. What is this? 26. Got confluence here. 2633. That's where it's going to have a little bit of a stumble. So then we may have to let's predict the future. This is a very advanced technique called moving the trend line to a pretend area. Fake it till you make it, so to speak. The secret of most people's success. Now you know the secret. Then we could look back on these areas that may come back to. If that scenario were to play out, drop back 25, back down to 24, it would basically just be retesting this breakout area. Right here. Step on it, make sure it's sound, take another step up. So that'd be another, if you might kind of watch it just to see what's going on, be retested at this area where it's currently at. Just my prediction. If we're going to predict, don't usually predict. I may do more of it though. Been a rough bear market. Yes, it has. Need a good relief pump. Amen. Stragerheart, just let most of it ride. Me too. And I've been pruning everything back and with this whole KuCoin fear, and that's been a good thing, man. I'm actually starting to feel better about my bags now. Some of them are getting out of hand. They're just you can't too much, man. I don't want to be the guy. Oh, he's got Aircoin. He says he's got that one. He's got. I shouldn't be able to say that. You know, it's not. Don't want to be too diverse, even though it's a small section. I need to better use that. I think most of the coins were deemed non-securities, so some institutions are piling in. Yeah, I think they're keeping a lid on a lot that they know. It's not insider trading. You just got to be close by when they whisper. So Fetch.AI, I like it. I'm going to do this though. I want to look at the BTC pairs because it's old school. This is supposed to be my original method anyway. But we get so used to looking at everything in dollars now, which didn't used to be that way until Ethereum and then Tether, which was somewhere around 16, 17 when that started getting more popular, I believe. So see, at one point it took, well, 2100, well, let's go after that. Let's just go all the way to the top. 2600 sats is what one fetch was worth. Now we're 773 sats. Up here in this little heyday area, about 1800 sats. So, I mean, there's an opportunity here to double your Bitcoin if you play with Bitcoin and a little bit extra, right? 141%. So if, hypothetically speaking, just to make this easier to visualize in our head, one Bitcoin would give us 1.44 Bitcoin. Is that correct? No. Dang it. No. Much more than that. I think that's 2.4 Bitcoin. Total, what you would end up with. It would yield an extra 1.4 Bitcoin. I blame my mathematical inabilities on the gelatinous dessert known as gummies. 147% return on your Bitcoin. So you're doubling your Bitcoin and getting half another one. That's a big buy, though. I don't have. You have to have big cojones to do something like that. My cojones, I got tiny cojones when it comes to when you're talking about a whole Bitcoin. My cojones shrivel right up. I'm not putting my whole Bitcoins out there. I had big cojones at one time. They got cut off. I got nipped. Strike is this holding till the wheels fall off. I mean, is where you make the biggest gains is with your long-term bags. When you catch them at the bottom of the market, like what we've been doing over this past, I don't know, 6 months to a year. Not quite a year, more than 6 months. November, December, up till now. That's a good 8-9 months. Anybody just DCAing throughout there, whatever DCA strategies they go with, time or whatever. Oh, I gotta set this timer. I'm trying to be a little bit more punctual on my time there. Man, they're going to do just fine. And that's basically the whale strategy. And take profits on the way? Maybe. That's the OG way that they make that money. Then we start getting into the trading. Now the TA helps and the trading helps. Nothing wrong with trading. But there's not a whole lot that are just specifically trading minded that you see out there. A lot of the people out in crypto, I mean, we're holders. We have bags that we hold midterm, long term in these projects, and some of us put it to work, put it to DeFi. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to work this whole system here. It's really cool. And then we can start getting into more of the trading and swing trading, which is a lot of what I do. things I'll hold these things for months. So I'm kind of there's a swing trade and trying to be more the position trade, getting these bigger positions, the well trade strategy. Buying those rounded bottoms, those flat bottoms. But I like the Bitcoin pairs too. I don't want to overlook those. And some people, I mean, we can, jeez. Okay, clear this mess out. And flip that little indicator off. Although I don't mark that. Just looks like a good area. The BRVP, the Vipper. So we found some support here on the Bitcoin thing. So this is one that I've played before against Bitcoin and did a little cycling. Nothing on a major scale. I've done more this time than I've ever done. But I've already seen how this one goes and got a feel for how this one kind of goes. But it went crazy. It went kind of up. With this whole with this whole AI thing. So this one's starting to get a heyday. The kind of pump that I was hoping that it would get last time. So clearly way too early. As cool as it was, just way too early. I think it's still very early. It'll probably be the next cycle before it's really starting to reach its true potential. But AGIX in Bitcoin, 730 sats. Now it was really cool around 200, and I was accumulating around. I think we were around 4. I want to say 4, between 4. Well, there's 7 at 7. Oh man, I cannot remember. I can't trust my memory on this stuff. It would have been back here. Okay, it was in the 200s then. In October, November. Okay, so this area in October, November. Yeah, we're accumulating dollars or Bitcoin. Accumulating in these areas, a nice big bag. What can I say? You put Bitcoin was, gosh, I don't know. December. Bitcoin was down like 15,000, right? Let's just say 18. Let's just say 18. So put $18,000, whether dollars or Bitcoin, into this. And this is just the recent run up. $993% return as it went from 200 sats per AGIX up to just right at 2,900 sats per AGIX. That was this year. 10x on Bitcoin. So these are those little opportunities where you can really grow Bitcoin with your altcoins. And a lot of us aren't really looking at these little gems or these little ideas. And because if you do this when Bitcoin's at also its lows, stacking up more and more of your Bitcoin, then as this market starts taking off, well, you've got a lot more leverage to make even bigger plays. Because Bitcoin is outperforming the dollar, which you would otherwise be mostly holding, that or altcoin. But now you're more Bitcoin centric and growing that bag, which just keeps getting more and more dollar value as the price of Bitcoin goes up. And you know, Bitcoin is the main one the rest of the world is going to target the most. Regardless of what altcoin you're in, there's going to be so much demand for Bitcoin. I mean, we're going to look back at these prices we're going to look back at this last all-time high and say, if only we could get back there again. That day is coming. So I guess I'm just trying to say, don't pass up your opportunities to stack these sats. In my mind, that really should be the main purpose. And it's just easy to lose track of that. Easy to lose, easy to forget that and keep thinking of dollars. And neglecting Bitcoin when it's good times to actually, keep messing with Bitcoin. Dollar-wise, I don't really want to mess with it under, over 30,000. I really don't dollar-wise. But with my altcoins, and the ones that are traded in Bitcoin pairs, we can work you. Because at one point, they're going to outperform Bitcoin, and then that's when we take profit in Bitcoin, and then boom. And let's say you get a Bitcoin. Let's just say a whole Bitcoin or whatever through this market. On these trading platforms, especially on KuCoin, that's what I liked about the spot margin thing. I can take that and then I can trade off of that, but yet not have to sell it. And then as I take profit in those altcoins, I just pay that back, the dollar value I borrowed, and it's there you go. Manage your risk, and it gives you the edge. You instead of trading with the value of Bitcoin, of one Bitcoin, let's say it's at $60,000 at that time, you could use your margin very reasonably. Just trade with double it at $120,000 that you have access to, that you can control very well. Then that make it easier to build some more bags. But leverage is a good thing if you use it responsibly. I'm definitely not a master, but I've learned a lot of the lessons the hard way. Using it and playing with it, various different types. Spot margin I like. Very forgiving, very easy to work with, very useful tool. And I guess looking back at how I've used it, when I was considering thinking I was doing 5x, but no, really, I was looking like doing maybe 2, always under 3. Sometimes not even how it would average out. That's usually what I was using. And long term using that, it works good. It's good and safe, and gosh darn, it's effective. Now those averages probably vary between the different trades and things that I do on those accounts, but it's very low, and I'm not picking out the leverage. It's just whatever it is, just by managing my risk in whatever amount that I'm putting out there. Oh my God, you bored them to tears, man. Put some girls on there or something. Bitcoin pairs. I'm just saying, man. But we can stick with dollars. Dollars makes you happy. Hey, we're cool. I like dollars too. I like Bitcoin better. Bitcoin Cash still on its little tear there. Is it getting ready to get a pullback? Oh, Bitcoin Cash. Oh, I put out a short on this earlier. So, over on our cool trading, where'd you go? Since I don't have other sources to share, and I went out and put about 10 setups out there, about what, 5 o'clock? And these are mostly 4-hour dailies, so there's a window. There's still an open window to get in on these. They'll stay fresh for a little while. But I got like 10 setups that I put over there. Various different ones, what's going on, price targets, and in the whole works. So those are over there in the trade setup area. We have to figure out how to get there. It's a maze. But I do have an area over there with charts. So I mentioned that, so I did that, and then this was the short that I put up, possible Bitcoin Cash short. coming down to these areas. But, you know, could turn out to be a nice one. It's time for a pullback. It broke structure right here, so we're going to get a little bit sideways and down. It may only come down to 259, who knows, but I'm also looking at 202 down to 156 there. But it's just for a bearish divergence. There's so much bearish. It's just staring you right in the face. All that price going up, and look at the humps on the indicators are going to the downside. Yeah, that's bearish. It has diverged from what the price is doing. Oh, why? One of the things I've been meaning to mention on this freaking live stream for the last 4 or 5 days, man. And that's the thing. I get on here and I get into the charts and I forget this stuff. I've got this cool, I pinned it up here so I can get to it easy. Yes, this photo. So I made up this graphic for a little Telegram group. To help the guys, you know, better understand how these triangles and stuff work, right? So that's available over there, or copy it from here. I don't know, but it kind of breaks these down to different kind of triangles: the ascending, the right angle ascending, right angle descending, starting this way. They're actually bullish, descending, 53% chance to break up to the upside. Ascending ones, 63% chance to go up. These are all Thomas Bukowski's statistics here. These aren't made up. There's a lot of other YouTubers that just claim they all go up 60% or all go down 68% of the time. Yeah. They only remember this one the following way at 68, and suddenly that magically applies to every freaking thing. I'm a Bukowski fan. When I need an answer, I turn to Thomas Bukowski. And so far, Mr. Bukowski's methods have been very good to me and have proven to be very, very effective. And you can visit his stuff at thepatternsight.com, or you can get his books and stuff off of Amazon. They're a little bit pricey. Once they go out of print, they're a collector's item or something, because, man, it's hard to find them cheap after the print runs. Usually run about $80 anyway. Out of print, that sucker can cost you $500. But there you go. Finally mentioned everything. It's the moon effect. Yes, I do feel weird with the full moon. Aroo! Should also help us though, because sometimes Bitcoin likes to pump on these full moons, and sometimes usually it's a good pump. So Bitcoin Cash, if you start pumping too, man, make me look like an idiot here on global YouTube. I mean, you're gonna have to step outside. We're gonna have to have a little talk. I'm just saying. Stick with the program, baby. You know what you gotta do. Don't be a hero. Just take one for the team. Q&T still hanging in there. Still a little bit bearish. And nothing out of the norm. This is quite normal. Still got that golden cross here on the 4-hour buy signal. Buy signal means this is a good buy area wherever we are. What it's doing now usually turns out good. No guarantees, but 9 out of 10 dentists agree that if you buy here, it won't do a dang thing to your teeth. Won't make a bit of difference to your gingivitis. Doge is getting excited. Doge is getting ready to do something, y'all. A lot of those setups that I posted over there are getting ready to do something. So there might be something juicy over there. I'm trying just to post the quality ones today. Golden Cross here on the 4 hour for Dogecoin. Dogecoin's ready to take off. We're fighting against this level. Throw that big line up there. Made it across again. This is really more of a little zone that we're in. And it's ready to do something. Golden Cross 4 hour buy signal. On the daily, we're not above the 200. And that's where we're headed. Doge is heading to 7.7 cents. And then Elon's going to come out and say something crazy. Something crazy good, not crazy bad this time. And it's going to pump it up more. Then he's going to say something crazy bad and it's going to drop it back down. That's the Doge game. So there's a measured move. If it's in blue, it should be a measured move there. But I'm also looking right here at 8. Just right above 8 cents. That's a support resistance flip area that we've got to overcome. So nice rounded shape there. Nice retest of this trend line. Fibonacci area. Doge is ready to do something. I'm just throwing that out there. Sinverse is still down in the dumps, but it's trying to do something. We're on the daily here. We got 2 candles right there. It looks like it did what I anticipated. That was my trade setup that I had there too. Where last time we've been looking at them saying it looks like it's just going to come down here and tap this area, this little buy zone that I've got, that Fibonacci area. And now we're going to try to break out of this falling wedge. So things are looking good for Sinverse at the moment. If you notice the price action coming here, measuring for bullish divergence, we look at the bottom of the pattern, right? So when we're looking for something bullish, we go with the bottom. And then we apply that to our indicators there. And actually the bottom of the indicators, not the top. So so that one's kind of straight. Come on back down, baby. And this one's kind of curving. So we've almost made a little fish mouth there, but he's got lockjaw. So it's kind of weak divergence, but it's still bullish. It's also got some bearish divergence that's going to form if we get a candle where this candle closes. So it's got a little struggle for Sinverse, but I think it's found a bottom area. There is also the chance any kind of rejection here could come down to double bottom. So could possibly see these areas one more time. Hopefully not lower. God, please, for the love of God, let's don't do that one. It's not terrible, but let's just don't do it. Can't we just start taking off now, please? Stop selling. Stop selling to Sinverse and let's just go up. I'm looking at 4.5, or that's not 4.5 cents. That's double lot 4.004580 as a target for anyone that's buying for a short-term trade. My targets are much bigger. I'm looking for this sucker to do something much bigger. I've got to see it get above this 5.4 area, 0.0054. That's major area we got to reclaim. And I bet some of you guys say, oh my God, that coin's dead. No. They're going to have a land sale. And this coin's get way in demand. And we're going to pump up again. Doesn't appear like it's, the charts are saying it doesn't appear like it's coming anytime in the next week or two though. So it's still an accumulation zone for here, but if it does break out of this falling wedge to the upside, it's got some hope to get back up to this point here at 5.0053. This is one of my long-term hold plays that I'm looking at. One of my degen plays that I've got going on. Go ahead and take a look at these AI picks. Sentinel is one of those. Sentinel still has some work to do. It's got some issues to work out with its counselor for a little while, so I am still looking for the possibility of Sentinel. DVPN coming down to 0.000198, 0.000002. I lost track of my zeros. Still looking a little bit bearish here right now at the moment. Probably just, we had a symmetrical triangle. The best way that I've found to deal with symmetrical triangles is to carry them out into an X pattern, and it pretty much respects that for trend lines, following this down until we find a bottom pattern, and then we can start working our way out of it. So DVPN, not too impressed with that pick. Pond, across the pond. Pond is Marlin. Why are you switching the names up, baby? I'm gonna go with the Binance here. Pond. Pond is getting at a flat bottom area here. I mean, it looks like a bag of milk, man. Look at that. It looks dead. It looks like XRP or XDB digital bits on a good day. So this area, 0.007, that area is holding really nicely, very strong. You could say it's a bottom. It's not one of them nice rounded bottoms. No. She's flat as a 2x4. Not this kind of bottom. Although if you look from the top, it shouldn't be that way. We're not looking for that. Don't get it all twisted and confused. We're looking at slides for it's kind of a ascending triangle. Or descending triangle, in a way. Remember, these got a 63% chance to break to the upside. They can actually form as bottoms too. Normally a continuation pattern, but you can see them on the bottoms as they kind of make a triple bottom type pattern, but flexing off this bottom, we can at least see things go up to 1 penny. So it's got a little move in it just on this, I'm on a weekly time frame here, guys. That's a 32% move on that before we get to the area where we could break out. And, definitely a degen play here. Pond got up before. Come on, Pond. There's a bunch of them out there, man. Circulating supply is 8 billion. Maximum supply is 10 billion. Just know that. There's a bunch out there. Got up to 32 cents before, and that was 2 years ago. AI seems to think that this one can 100x from this area right now of about a penny. Thinks it can go to $1. And I mean, it did extensive research, so I'm just throwing this out there. Currently, it's got a $65 million market cap. 10x would take it to 650 million. Yeah, that's kind of mediocre numbers right there. It'd be trading at 8 cents. That'd be a 10x from now. To do 100x, I mean, we're looking at 6.6 billion. Seems like a lot, right? So this one would have to have something out there that makes people want to get it. Good marketing campaign, a good use case is the best thing. And then getting to 6.6 billion in the midst of a bull market, not unheard of. You won't believe the money that will pour in a normal bull market. And now consider all the new players are chomping at the bit just to have access to this market all around the world. especially as it's getting easier to use. So what is Marlin? Let's take a look. Now, I'm not shilling. I want to know too, because the degen in me has already dipped my toe in the water on a lot of these. Serverless backends for Web3. So Web3 play, that's going to be a big thing. So ZK Prover Marketplace, Web3 Cache, a distributed event-driven cache system based on the observation. I don't know, whatever, small, but yeah, don't make my eyes cross with this stuff. Polygon MEV Relay. Relay allows searchers to securely send flash bots, compatible bundles, or private transactions to Polygon validators running MEV-Bor, a fork of VanillaBor. No wonder Sushi Swap and all those things have food names. You programmers like to name things after food. Programmable routers. We're just glancing at the surface here, but apparently a very, it ain't a meme coin. They're trying to do something. Just throwing that out. Anyway, I want to see the team. So let's go down here at the bottom. There's the white paper. That's where we need to be looking, really, but we're not going to do it on this show. Not tonight, unless you guys just want to. If you guys think that that's entertaining, I have to question what you guys find, what you guys do in your pastimes there.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Where's the team, people? I got to see the team. You got to show me the team. Let's go to about. Pigeon's printing press, the internet. It is undeniable that increasing efficiencies in the communication have created enormous value. What is that supposed to mean? Marlin, pronounced Marlin, duh, is the fastest fish on the planet, reaching speeds of 129 kilometers an hour and unnoticed to all but a few. Thank you for that journey into trivia. Who the hell is your team? This is a big thing for me right now. I got to see a team. Marlin, baby. I'm trying to share you here. Maybe you got to show me something. You should be right there and about. Make sure I'm not overlooking this. But I'm not seeing anything that talks about a team. Let's go quickly to this documentation section. Perhaps it's hidden there. I see no pictures of teams, no mentions of teams. Okay, we're done for the night. We will keep Marvin on our radar. But I will give it no more airtime for just not having a team. Myself, I like it a lot. It looked like it would be a cool project, but I want to. Why are you hiding your team? Why? All right, another one is Doc. I looked at Doc before. I cursed it with that parabola. Let me take the hex off these so you can do something. Oh, you still lost it right there. It wants to try to reclaim that. Maybe it will. I hope so. If it does, it's a good move. If it does, then this one's going to take off. If it doesn't, maybe going down. You're at that critical move. That little junction right there. You got to get above it. Doc. Good chance to. You had 3 touches. 4 really at this whole bottom area here of about 1.3, 1.4 cents. Currently it's at 1.6, 1.7. The area we need to get above would be about 1.748. Let's go see what this guy is. Ducky. There's 1 billion. Hey, that's a much bigger improvement over the last one. Circulating supply is a dash. Put that in your calculator. Market cap is 48 million. And believe it or not, $615,000 have been traded in the last 24 hours. I know, it's crazy. It looks like this overall, which was a nice big high over here. What is that, 18? Oh, look, it didn't make it up to its original high. He got stuck on probably the 618. So this is a big pick for the AI, very thoroughly researched. I'm not going to dispute this AI's prowess because it was looking at some stuff that I was like, damn, you even thought about that? Wow. That was professional. Oh, my timer just went off. It is about time for us to wrap this up. But taking a look at DOT. Myself, good point. Where is the team, bro? Exactly. What the hell's up with that? And especially for one that looks so professionally put out there and everything. Got to know that. All-time high for Doc was 24 cents. That was back there. Okay, AI? Maybe? Okay, let's go see what Doc does. What do you do, Doc? Doccio. End document fraud and reduce verifications to seconds. That sounds so freaking useful and needed. And where we're going with Web3, God, I mean, we need control over our own data and keep prying eyes out of it and all that stuff. Trusted by all these people. Whoever you guys are, cool logos. Heads up. Yay, you guys have cool logos. Dr. Wendy Charles. Fraud proofing can be verified with a single click. Verify a document's authenticity before you can count to 3. I count to 3 fast. Yeah. Did it verify it? Before doc and after doc. You get before and afters on this website. Dude. I always look for the before and after. Then you know. Every document can become fraud proof. Okay, got that. Come on, baby. Okay, it sounds cool. Okay, it sounds plausible, like a purpose. We want to look at it and see how this token applies. I mean, what does it do? Is it governance? Is there an actual utility? Does it cost so much doc to do? You know, I mean, what's going to be the purpose? Web3 Foundation finally seen something that I recognize. Quant stamp. Everybody's unique because you can just pay those people to write an article about you. So this stuff is totally worthless when you see this stuff. That means, hey, we paid you to do a press release. We gave you money just to publish an article and or mention us. And so I don't pay attention to that stuff. So it sounds like a cool use case. You know I'm going to look for the team. This is developers. I don't think that's where it's going to be though, but let's see what we got here. Solutions company about us. That's where it should be. Redefining trust through verified data. Doc's got a mission. Because there's a problem with data management. And the only solution is verifiable credentials with Doc. There's a Doc evolution. There's a Doc association and a Doc labs. And here's a team. Thank God. Okay, you gave me hope. Other guys couldn't do this. At least you guys did. They have a CEO. All right. Thought I was going to have to bail on this one too, but it looks like we got something to start at. So this one looks like we can dig into and actually get some answers. Okay. Doc, baby. You were up where? 24 cents. Well, now that you got a use case, could you see your original all-time high again? Your last one just got you up to 18 cents. So the conservative degen in me, if there is such a thing, would just bank on this sucker going up to the 618. between these two levels. I would target 9 and 11.6 cents. Maybe keep a little bit for this 14% move should we get so lucky. Because the last bull market, that's as much as it did. Everybody hoping to see that 29 cent area were sorely disappointed. They don't have the price data going back there. Can we estimate? Can we guesstimate? I'm going to guesstimate what that move would have been. 29 cents, right? 28, 29. That's close enough, right? Pull that Fibonacci level down and see it went to the 618. So henceforth, my theory that probably a fair target to shoot for would be the 618 of this move. And then hope for that Hail Mary miracle that AI thinks that this one can do and take us to a 10x from here, which would be put this at $1. That is a big jump from its all-time high. So AI may have a crack problem that it's not telling us about. It's very true. I just thought they were worth a look at. Fundamentally, they look pretty cool. But I don't know if I have this one or not. I don't think it survived the migration onslaught that I did. I'll have to look, but it looks kind of interesting. Support resistance area here could break. I mean, it's got some signs as it can break out to the upside. Bottoming area here. It's at its bottom area. So anyone want to take a degen play? DCA accumulate, however you want to play that. Again, let's identify those areas. Shoot, I would even shoot for this one right here at 7.6. And we'll color this little guy yaller, not because he's a scaredy cat. Oh no, he's golden. In that golden range. Oh my God, I just FOMO'd into this at 1.7 cents and now it's 325%. 439%. 557%. So I don't really see 100x unless AI knows something I don't know. But I definitely see a good 4, 5, 6x out of this. So just something to consider. Putting it on the degen radar. I am undecided about this as of yet. It's currently in a range. I mean, right here. So, I mean, we can bounce. That could be. I mean, we're close to the bottom area here. So, just up to there, you could almost 2x. So, this kind of could be a cool little range, depending on how far this plays out. Because it'll be in this range until it isn't. Until we finally flip this 3.2 cent area at support. But we're halfway there now. So, possible to moonbag. This could be an interesting trading one to do. But you could be also getting up here with this kind of triple bottom, kind of inverted head and shoulders thing, which would bump us up to the next level. Right up in this next range. Up to around 5 cents. Now for holders, wasn't trying to flip it and play with it like that, you got a chance to, that'd be a 3x, that's 200%. So, I don't know, put $100 in and then you end up with 300 by the time it gets to 5 cents. 200% return. So you would double here and then you would do it again. DeFi guys in the house. Glad to have you guys here. Now, one other coin that AI picked. I don't think we looked at this one. Let's take a quick look at it. This is Telcoin. What's it doing? It's kind of doing the little double bottom thing, so it's kind of still too early to look at this one. Because it could be double bottom 0.0029. Right, I mean, right here is definitely not a bad accumulation zone. And it's at a level that it's got to keep right now. So it should be trying to bounce to the upside. It looks like it is trying. Still in early stages of this one, but this one could do good. I mean, just getting back up to the highs that it was in before. 120, 130% return there. And then bigger targets on up from that. Not so much tripping out about that. I'm on the daily chart here, so I mean, there's probably time for this one. ParsiQ was another. Okay, we've looked at this recently and got this nice triple kind of bottom going here. Maybe an inverted head and shoulders if a neckline comes to play. It's like there may have been one on a smaller time frame. Maybe not. Still, we got a 618 Fibonacci here. We got a kind of falling channel pattern overall. And depending on how you want to look at that, if you want to include that wick, still kind of a triangular pattern there. Always different ways to look at this. Usually where you got the most touches has the most value. And I do have targets 14, 16, 18, 22 on that. It's kind of doing a double bottom area right here, finding support right here at this support resistance flip. So can't remember when I looked at it. It hasn't been too long ago. Making progress, finding there, slowly going up. What kind of gains are we talking about? You know, FOMO in here at 10 cents, getting up to the top of the channels, 32%. Getting up to this 618 area would be a 78% return. So something to look at there. It's the much bigger targets that we've got that would be cool. Looking at 150%, but you know, if you got months to spare, we can get you there. It might have some legs. That's all I'm saying. It may have some legs. All right, guys, it is already midnight. An hour and a half has already passed by so quickly. I appreciate you guys for being here and getting just a little bit more organized on this to make this stuff transition easier. Hey, I'm ahead of the game. Guys, if you can, hit the like button on the way out, and I will probably see you guys again tomorrow night. Have a good night, guys.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog.
I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Now show how freaky you are.
So I'm just gonna be away for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. Added a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum.
I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical. Pour some water in your cup, let it drip, drip, drip. Now look straight into my eyes and you sip, sip, sip. It's about time that you shine. Take off that leash so that we can have some fun. I see red when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my dad. I see red when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, now show how freaky you are. I see red when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my dog. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my dog. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my dog.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You see that?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend.